200,000 shipping containers stuck, and now Walmart calling the shots. Here's what we are talking about today. Right now, there are about 200,000 shipping containers from China to US, all empty, all stuck because of the trade war. And this week, the CEOs of Walmart and Target privately warned Trump that his tariff policy could mess up the supply chains and lead to empty shelves really soon. So what happened? Trump listened to the corporate lords and tried to go back to the table with China to lower the tariffs. Maybe regular people should stop calling their local congressmen and start talking to their local Walmart managers instead. Seems like that works better. It takes about 25 days for a container to get from China to US. So with all these delays, there are going to be some empty shelves days ahead. Now you know.
Give me my bag that I paid for. Bro.
Where's the receipt?
Give me my shit that I paid for.
Where is the receipt?
If you do not give me my shit that I paid in my fucking car.
Call Dominic.
Call him. Because you are not, it's against the policy of Walmart.
I see your receipt?
You can't even fucking ask me that. It's against Walmart's policy. So give me.
When it's my job.
It is against Walmart's policy. I can tell you now. Thank you very much, Eric.
Yeah, whatever.
The shortages are coming. So far, Trump's tariffs have been a story about the markets, but the real world effects, they're about to arrive and they could be deadly. With container bookings down over 60%, according to the Flexport CEO. Right, and with that, he said that if the tariffs aren't lifted, we'll see a $2 trillion hit to economic activity, the failure of tens of thousands of American businesses, and the laying off of millions of employees. And this is the Port of LA is seeing a rapid decrease in activity. Next week, they'll see 10% less ships than last year at this time, and then the week of May 4th, 35% less ships. Also, trucking out of the port's already down 23%, and some analysts expect it to fall by 50%. And it's believed that the longer that Trump keeps the tariffs in place, the worse this is going to be because the tariffs on China are so high that they've been called an effective embargo. And so if nothing changes, starting around May 10th, a lot of US ports will likely become pretty quiet and shortages will begin. Because that is when the ships that would have otherwise left China on April 10th would have arrived in LA. Right, in normal times, it takes 3 weeks for ships to go from China to LA and 40 to New York by sea. So in late May, New York will receive the last pre-Liberation Day shipment, and then their ports will fall quiet for at least 40 days, at least from China. And you know, every day these tariffs stay in place, the longer it takes to fix the shortages. And in fact, you have some analysts saying that even if Trump lifts the tariffs tomorrow, you're still gonna have shortages, and it could also create a bullwhip effect where the tariffs get lifted and there aren't enough ships to meet demand. But then also, you know, a surge of all these ships, it could cause the ports to get clogged up too, resulting in even less ships doing shipping, and this causing shortages and shortages raising prices. So in short, I guess in a way, it could look a lot like 2020, which, hey, same president too. But for now, follow to stay in the loop.
So the CEO of Home Depot, Walmart, and Target had a private meeting with a Mr. Donald Trump this week to tell him, hey, buddy, our shelves are going to be completely bare in a couple weeks. There's going to be nothing on the shelves. Now, this comes after Trump saying that he was going to talk with China and the president and try to take a softer approach on the tariffs, which is fitting because that meeting that he had with the CEOs of those big box stores was literally 2 days before he just said that. Now, Walmart released a statement on this meeting and said, "We had a productive meeting with President Trump and his team and appreciated the opportunity to share our insights." And Target shared a similar statement that said, "We had a productive meeting with Donald Trump and our retail peers to discuss the path forward on trade." This just gives merit to the point that Donald Trump will only do things if rich people actually come to him and say, "Hey, you're hurting our wallets, so you should probably stop that." And this is why I feel the tariff strategy isn't ever going to work because, again, manufacturers are not coming to the U.S. They're not coming to the U.S. Donald Trump made this whole entire tirade about tariffs, and now he's basically backing down on it.
There's a 0% chance we're going to win this trade war against China. There's no way. 0%. And the reason why is because we need China. China doesn't need us. It's different than Mexico and Canada because the imports that go into Mexico is 70% reliant on America. Mexico needs America. When it comes to Canada, 80% of the imports that go into Canada is reliant on America. Canada needs America. China don't need America. Unfortunately, America needs China, but China don't need America. 12% of the imports that go into China is America products. They don't need us. They can live without us. And the truth is, the stuff that we're giving them, they could find it from some other country. So how are we going to win this? I'll tell you how. And my message has been consistent, and this is exactly how it's going to go down. According to the Wall Street Journal, 70% of imports that go into China, and this is how their economy is really going to suffer. It's because of America and our allies. The only way that we're going to beat China is if we're all in on it, and I guarantee that's how it's going to go down.
We have some breaking news right now. Amazon has begun canceling orders from China and other Asian countries, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of purchase orders. This is in response to Donald Trump's tariffs, which means prices will go up because the shortages of these products will increase in the United States. According to Bloomberg, the orders for beach chairs, scooters, air conditioners, and other merchandise from multiple Amazon vendors were halted after Donald Trump's April 2nd tariffs announcement. Many vendors believe this is in response to the tariffs. One vendor had been selling beach chairs made in China to Amazon for more than a decade, received an email saying, you know what, not to ship them anymore. $500,000 worth of beach chairs were nixed after the chairs had already been manufactured, leaving the person on the hook to pay the factory and find other buyers. If Amazon is canceling orders, I'm sure more companies will soon too, which means that there will be shortages in America for a number of items, which means costs will go up on these items. Full breakdown of what this all means on my Substack, link to my bio, so be sure to subscribe for free and follow along for all the news you need to know about.
Hey, what's up, America? Donald Trump empty shelves Walmart. So the Treasury Secretary met with Walmart and a lot of other CEOs of other companies, and they warn if they don't get this China trade war under wraps, that there's going to be empty shelves coming up. They said that shipping at ports is down 45%, and they're looking at a total collapse in shipping from China. And if Trump doesn't do something immediately, then oh no, Walmart's not going to have a whole bunch of shitty products for sale. Same with Target or any other company that gets their shitty products from China. But this does suck, and the reason it sucks is because the United States wasn't prepared for this because we don't have manufacturing here. And since our companies are so reliant on China, one should see that this is a failure of American companies selling out to China and not Donald Trump exposing the fact. Although I do agree the timing and the way this is taking place kind of sucks ass. But nevertheless, this would never be happening if our American companies actually made shit here in America for the American worker and the American citizen. Instead of that, they took advantage of cheap labor overseas and put their factories there, fucking the American worker and making us reliant on overseas crap for necessity. So now the shelves are going to be empty if we don't end the trade war. Well, that sounds like a defeatist attitude, in my opinion. So will you take the hit at the store knowing that it'll be made in America coming up, or do you still want your Chinese garbage? You tell me, because whatever.
You're about to get sued. You're about to get sued. You're about to get sued. Look at this guy. Look at him, look at him, look at him.
No.
Okay. I'm getting paid today. Woo!
I just need to see your receipt.
Where's the receipt? Show him.
That's all I need to see.
No,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
we'll show it to you. We'll show it to you, but we'll sue you for putting your hands when my daughters are
I
right
did
here.
not touch your
No. You're gonna lose your job and everything, buddy. You really want to lose your job for Walmart? Show him the receipt. Show him how dumb he is.
You just said.
Look at him. Look at you. You're shaking. And you touched my car with my daughter in here. Look at you. You're a complete idiot.
We have a very aggressive.
What the are you doing?
Can I just have someone up here?
You're a complete idiot.
Did we steal something?
No.
So then what?
Because my knowledge.
Okay, so check their receipt.
Okay.
Check everybody else.
You better do that.
How is it?
Everybody in here better get the same. You have the receipt.
Here.
You
Okay.
have the
There are
receipt.
no registers over there. That's why you
There
have to.
is. They just closed it right now.
Okay.
I'm getting paid today. He has my receipt. What a dumb. Woo! You got the receipt too. Have fun protecting $1 million corporation. You're about